Hey, no, sorry. Alright, this is,
Smokestack, New Year's Eve, 2012, we made it. A lot of us didn't think we'd ever see Aught 13.
I want to break it down for you. A lot of us have always kind of wondered, what is this whole New Year's thing all about?
the earliest recording of a New Year celebration was in Mesopotamia around the time of 2000 BC. They celebrated that at the time of the vernal equinox in mid-March, whereas the Egyptians, the Phoenicians, and the Persians all used the fall equinox. Greeks celebrated it on the winter solstice.
All right, thank you. All right, we got some research from the Consciousnexus research team. Just handed me,
The Roman calendar designated March 1st as the new year. Later in Rome, it was celebrated on January 1st. It was moved from March to January because that was the beginning of the civil year when newly elected officials took office.
Julius Caesar introduced a new solar-based calendar in 46 BC, which used January 1st as the new year. The New Year celebrations, however, were considered pagan and unchristian in Europe, so January 1st was not observed.
It was immediately adopted in some countries, but wasn't widely accepted until the 1750s.
There you go. That's the story of that. At midnight on December 31st, Buddhist temples strike their gongs 108 times in an effort to expel 108 types of human weakness.
New Year's Eve is huge in Russia because during the Soviet era, they were not allowed to celebrate Christmas Day, and New Year's Day became the proxy.
In Ecuador, effigies representing the old years are burned.
The Dutch burn bonfires of Christmas trees on the street and launch fireworks. The fires are meant to purge the old and welcome the new.
In Greece, New Year's Day is also the festival of Saint Basil, one of the founders of the Greek Orthodox Church. They eat Saint Basil's cake. A silver or gold coin is usually inside the cake, and whoever, they get
Good luck or something. And now to the United States.
in the South. According to our research, a traditional Southern New Year's dish is Hoppin' John, black-eyed peas and ham hocks.
An old saying goes, eat peas on New Year's Day to have plenty of everything the rest of the year.
Let's see, in the United States, we like resolutions. It's believed that the Babylonians came up with the idea of New Year's resolutions. The early Christians believed that the first day of the new year should be spent reflecting on past mistakes and resolving to improve oneself in the new year. Pretty much the same as we do now.
Let's see here. Fireworks. Noise making and fireworks on New Year's Eve is believed to have originated in ancient times when noise and fire were thought to dispel evil spirits and bring good luck. Although the Rose Bowl football game was first played as a part of the Tournament of Roses in 1902, it was replaced by Roman chariot races the following year.
What? In 1916, the football game returned as the sports centerpiece of the festival. That's pretty cool. That's weird, though. I didn't know that. Alright. Many cultures believe that anything in the shape of a ring on New Year's Day is good luck because it symbolizes coming full circle, completing a year's cycle. For that reason, the Dutch believe that eating donuts on New Year's Day will bring good fortune.
Cabbage is another good luck vegetable that is consumed on New Year's Day by many. Cabbage leaves are also considered a sign of prosperity, being representative of paper currency. In some regions, rice is a lucky food that is eaten on New Year's Day. Let's see. Then, I don't know, we got the phantom
Time hypothesis, conspiracy theory developed by Herbert Illig, some shit, in 1991, proposes that
Periods of history, specifically the early Middle Ages, did not exist, and that there has been a systematic effort to cover up that.
So this guy believed that this was achieved through the alteration, misrepresentation, and forgery of documentary and physical evidence. Apparently, he claims there's a scarcity of archaeological evidence that can be reliably dated to the period. He also talks about
Idiometric and dendrochronological methods of dating this period, and on the over-reliance of medieval historians on written sources. The presence of Romanesque architecture in 10th century Western Europe. This is taken as evidence that less than half a millennium could have passed since the fall of the Roman Empire, and it concludes that the entire Carolingian period, including the person of Charlemagne, is a forgery by medieval chroniclers.
More precisely, a conspiracy instigated by Otto III and Gerbert Jarillak Relax. Hey, can you make sure you have a picture of those guys with their names? Because I can't say them.
Okay, so then there's also the relation between the Julian calendar, Gregorian calendar, and the underlying astronomical solar or tropical year. It was known to, the Julian calendar was long known to introduce a discrepancy from the tropical year of around 1 day for each century that the calendar was in use.
By the time the Gregorian calendar was introduced in AD 1582, Illig alleges that the old Julian calendar should have produced a discrepancy of 13 days between it and the real or tropical calendar. That's one you can check out.
That's called the phantom time hypothesis. Yeah, 3 missing centuries. I don't know, pretty complicated. Looks like it could be interesting, could be. Alright, anyways, that's New Year's Eve. Hope you enjoy that. Some interesting facts, some Smokestack for Consciousnexus. Signing out. 2013, bitch, let's roll.